and I'm a participation officer for the Children's Commission of Wales, and I'm here today to give you a few ideas of how to support your child's right to relax and play, which is Article 31. We hear reports at the moment of tech booming during these times, but when that isn't an option, the resource isn't there or Wi-Fi's gone down, there are plenty of old school ideas you can try which are just as entertaining. And one of the old favourites, or a favourite of mine at least, is making chatterboxes. There are lots of names for these things, but basically it's one of these. And they're really simple to make. So all you need is a piece of A4 paper. You're going to fold that into a square shape and cut off the edge. Then you're going to fold the corners in, flip it over and do exactly the same on the other side, and then you are going to manipulate it into this shape. Then traditionally on the inside you would leave a nice message for someone. So in these times it could be, for example, a thank you to a family member for helping with homework. But to mix it up a little bit, you could even, for young children in particular, add different activities or games. So when they're looking for something to do, they could get out the chatterbox and use it to decide what they're going to do that day. Or if you wanted to make sure everyone's doing their bit around the house, you could do a mix of activities and chores, obviously making sure that they're age appropriate for your child. So on the inside then, traditionally you would do numbers, but you can change it around a bit, maybe do symbols, different colours, names. And then on the outside, when I was young at least, it would always be colours. But again, you could try doing it with symbols, characters from film or TV or cartoon characters, or animals. And this is a great activity in itself because children can be really creative and decorate them however they want. But they're also great fun. My 4-year-old niece really enjoys doing these. Then my second idea, so I made these out of the scraps of paper that were left over after making the chatterboxes, is doing different faces. So you could use emojis or get children to make their own faces, but basically it's a great way to talk through emotions. You know, none of us have ever lived through a time like this, and it's difficult for us all, but for children particularly who may not understand what's going on, it's a great way of checking in about how they feel. So while you're doing these, you can talk through the different emotions. So as examples, I've done happy, happiest, worried, ofness, sad, triste. You could ask what is making them sad at the moment. Is there anything they're particularly worried about at this time? With happy, you could maybe talk about what will make them happy once this is all over and everything goes back to normal. And it's just a great way to reassure your child if there is anything that they're worried about. And then another option for these is to create a check-in wall. So you would put the faces up on a wall somewhere, and then every morning or maybe before going to bed, you could ask your child to point to how they're feeling that day, and it gives you the opportunity then to talk through anything that's raised. Then my last idea was touched upon briefly by my co-worker Jordan in another of these videos, but it's creating a cardboard city out of junk. It's a great way to get rid of any rubbish or recycling that's lying around your house, and basically the idea is to create a city out of material and resources that you already have. So some quick ideas are houses made out of cereal boxes or castles. You can even cut out doors. You could paint it, decorate it however you want. You could use foil or paper and scrunch it up to create trees or bushes, or fold it out to create rivers, pavements, streets. If you're anything like me, you'll have lots of these takeaway containers lying around. These are a great way of making houses or buildings. And then the trusty toilet roll tube or kitchen roll tube. It can be tunnels, it can be towers, it can be anything. And another great idea I've seen about how to use these is to create different animals or people. So you could butterflies, the ideas I've seen, you would colour this in and then add paper wings, decorate it to create your animal. You could even do different people, maybe create your entire family out of toilet roll tubes. So you could then use your toilet roll family members to move around the cardboard city. If you don't end up making those, you could use Lego people, dolls, teddies, any other figurines you have to make the best use of your cardboard city. So those are just a couple of ideas for things to do while you're at home, and we'll be back with another of these videos soon. Diolch!